Kai Greene is known for his extraordinary muscle mass, symmetry, and overall aesthetic appearance. He has developed a muscular and sculpted physique that sets him apart from other bodybuilders. One of the key aspects that make Kai Greene stand out is his unique and theatrical approach to posing on stage during bodybuilding competitions. He goes beyond simply displaying his muscles and incorporates artistic elements, storytelling, and emotional expression into his routines, captivating audiences and judges alike. Kai Greene, whose full name is Leslie Kai Greene, is a well-known American professional bodybuilder and actor. He was born on July 12, 1975 in Brooklyn, New York, USA. Kai Greene is considered one of the most successful and popular bodybuilders in the world. He faced numerous hardships during his early years, including poverty and a troubled family background. Despite these difficulties, he developed a passion for art and bodybuilding from a young age. Kai Greene's journey into bodybuilding began when he started training at a local gym in Brooklyn. He found solace in bodybuilding and saw it as an outlet to escape the hardships of his surroundings. Greene's dedication and hard work paid off, and he quickly gained recognition for his impressive physique and artistic approach to the sport. He started competing in bodybuilding competitions, and his breakthrough came when he won the 1999 NPC Team Universe contest, earning his IFBB Pro card. From there, he began competing on the professional stage and became a prominent figure in the bodybuilding community. Kai Greene competed in several prestigious bodybuilding competitions, including the Arnold Classic and the Mr. Olympia contest.
Well, you know what? Whether you're German, whether you're black, white, Chinese, or anything, I'm going to just share this with you because I think it's been very valuable to me. You know, everything you need, even in the face of the challenges that you have ahead of you. I don't know what they are. I don't know who you are. I don't know who's actually hearing this message. But believe it or not, there are larger powers in this universe and larger powers in your life. Resources that are available to you within yourself, around yourself. They say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I don't know what challenges you may have that you're faced with, but I want to encourage you to be willing to look a little deeper, search a little harder. Understand that there are resources that are built into this life that if you take a minute and acknowledge them, use them, pull them in, because you want to get it so badly, they can help you. You know, that's the first step.
Perfect answer, Kai. Thank you.
A lot of times people are under the misconception that, you know, you have to wait until you're perfectly healthy all the time before you can try to train regularly. In the NFL, even the NBA, star performing athletes that go on and do things that are incredibly groundbreaking, that are achieving great things, aren't waiting for the time when everything feels good. So sometimes what happens is you have to work through an injury. I'm not trying to talk about re-injuring yourself, but I am talking about finding a place that is comfortable and not letting yourself off the hook, pushing yourself through. It's not what you do when you're dealing with an obstacle. It's what you do despite the obstacles that will make the world a difference.
His first Mr. Olympia appearance was in 2005, and he continued to make his mark with impressive performances year after year. As mentioned earlier, he achieved 3 runner-up finishes at the Mr. Olympia in 2012, 2013, and 2014. Kai Greene is often praised for his incredible muscle mass, symmetry, and aesthetics, as well as his dynamic and theatrical posing routines during competitions. His performances on stage were more than just displaying his physique. They were artistic expressions that captivated audiences and made him a fan favorite. In addition to his bodybuilding pursuits, Kai Greene ventured into acting. He appeared in several films, including the documentary Generation Iron and its sequels, which gave viewers a glimpse into the lives and dedication of professional bodybuilders. Kai Greene is known for his deep philosophical thinking and often shares motivational and inspirational messages on social media. He has a strong following on various platforms where he engages with fans and aspiring bodybuilders. It's essential to note that biographical information might change over time as individuals continue to progress in their careers and personal lives. Overall, Kai Greene's fame and popularity stem from his exceptional talent as a bodybuilder, his unique and artistic approach to posing, and his ability to inspire and motivate others to achieve their goals. He has left a lasting impact on the bodybuilding world and continues to be a respected figure in the fitness community. So, what are your thoughts on this well-known American professional bodybuilder, Kai Greene? Let me know in the comments section. This is for the day. Remember to subscribe to VD Muscle and hit the bell icon for future updates. Also like and share this video. I will see you in the next video. Till then, stay motivated and stay fit.
For fans of anime and manga, there's a new figure gaining attention for his incredible physique. Hun Bang may not be a familiar name to many, but his physique has been making waves in the bodybuilding and fitness world. The South Korean bodybuilder has been compared to one of the most iconic and popular anime characters, Han Bang, for his incredible muscular and chiseled physique. Born and raised in South Korea, Hun Bang had a passion for bodybuilding from a young age. However, his journey to building a body like Bang's was not a smooth one. He faced numerous obstacles and setbacks, but his determination and hard work helped him overcome them. He started weightlifting at the age of 16 and has been working out ever since, constantly pushing himself to reach new levels of strength and endurance. The bodybuilding community is buzzing with excitement as a formidable newcomer, Hun Bang, emerges onto the scene. Poised to shake up the established order of muscle mastery in the upcoming classic physique Olympia. His sculpted physique is nothing short of a marvel, showcasing every sinew and muscle fiber with remarkable definition, ushering in a new era of intensity in the competition. The term "peeled to the bones" aptly describes the striking nature of his physique. Hailing proudly from Korea, Hun Bang, born in 1992, embodies the rich cultural heritage of his country. Standing at an impressive height of around 180 centimeters, his robust physique carries a weight ranging between 90 to 100 kilograms. Despite his love for soccer since a young age, Hun initially entered the world of bodybuilding as a part-time gym trainer while pursuing his education at Chungang University's College of Physical Education. Inspired by a close friend's bodybuilding competition, he decided to transition into the world of competitive bodybuilding. Hun's journey in bodybuilding took a significant turn in 2017 when he participated in his first competition wearing board shorts. Over the years, he has become a force to be reckoned with, culminating in his victory as the classic physique champion at the Monster Gym Korea Pro in 2023. Recently, he showcased his prowess at the 2023 World of Monster Gym 8 Pro show held at Kintex in Ilsen, where he proudly claimed the first position among 20 IFBB Classic physique players. Hun Bang's ascent in the bodybuilding world promises to add a dynamic and compelling chapter to the sport's history. The finals were very intense. Comparative reviews between Bang Ji-hoon and Park Seong-hoon continued several times. The pendulum gradually swung towards Bang Bang, and he qualified for the Olympia. Bang Ji-hoon's remarkable bodybuilding journey is studded with victories. In 2017, he claimed the top spot in the Seoul Special Mayor's Award for Classic Bodybuilding and Physique, as well as the Gyeonggi Province Governor's Cup in the University Division 80 KD. His winning streak continued in 2018 at Mr. Chonan and Mr. Incheon, International success followed in 2019 at the NABA Asia Open Classic and Fitness Star Pacific. In 2020, he dominated at the NPC Worldwide Regional Engine and the Amateur Olympia Korea in Classic Physique. Transitioning to the pro circuit in 2021, Bang Ji-hoon made a notable debut at the AGP Pro Show, securing the second position. His consistency carried into 2022, earning him the fourth position at the AGP Pro Show. This journey reflects not just physical prowess, but a steadfast dedication to excellence in the competitive world of bodybuilding. As the initial flurry of reaction settles, one thing becomes evident. This isn't just about an individual's path to bodybuilding greatness, but a signal to the entire sport that a new contender has emerged, poised to challenge limits and inspire bodybuilders worldwide to reach greater heights. Compared to the Bumstead, there is a significant lack of volume in all areas except the chest and back. In particular, if you focus on the lats, which are visible from the front, and train your back, wouldn't you be able to get closer to COMMENT, who has the best body in the world? The burning question on everyone's mind is whether this powerhouse of muscle can meet the heightened anticipation coursing through the community. Can he break into the top 10, or perhaps even become an Olympia legend? The answer will unfold at the much-anticipated Mr. Olympia 2024, so this is for the day. Remember to subscribe to VD Muscle Motivation and hit the bell icon for future updates. Also like and share this video.
When the world of bodybuilding, many giants are born. Some of them weigh over 300 pounds, but one mass monster exceeded 420 pounds, earning the nickname the Gentle Giant in the bodybuilding industry. Greg Kovac, also known as the Gentle Giant, was a Canadian bodybuilder who astonished the bodybuilding world with his enormous muscle size and unbelievable strength.
I started lifting weights when I was 17 years old in conjunction with my hockey. And then I started really liking lifting the weights a lot more than the hockey itself. So I quit hockey and started lifting weights regularly. I didn't really know about like bodybuilding per se, like going up on stage and wearing trunks and things like that. But I really like going to the gym and developing my body and the feel of the iron in my hands and training really heavy.
Standing at a towering height of 6 feet 4 inches and weighing over 400 pounds during his prime, Kovac was one of the biggest bodybuilders ever to grace the stage. During the late 90s, Greg Kovac towered over his competition, boasting more mass on his frame than any other bodybuilder in history. Greg's arms measured over 25 inches, his chest spanned 70 inches, and his legs were a colossal 35 inches around.
My arms are about 26 inches, my thighs are about 36, my chest is over 70, things like that. So at a certain point, it's anybody can develop their physique, but to get to this level, I think it's a lot of genetics.
Just as impressive as his immense size was Greg's incredible strength. With a 700-pound bench press for 2 reps, a 500-pound shoulder press, a 500-pound bent-over row, and a 2,025 pound of leg press, Greg is still hailed as the strongest professional bodybuilder of all time.
I didn't realize how strong I was until one day I went to a powerlifting contest in my hometown, and the top bench was 430 pounds, and I looked at the weight and I said, wait a minute, that's not very heavy. I went up there and I benched it like 19 times, and then I walked out. And then there was another, I was reading a magazine and it said Ted Arcia, the strongest man in the world, can behind the neck press 360 pounds for 4 reps. Nobody's ever pressed over 400 pounds behind the neck, and I was already doing 405 for like 6 to 8 reps behind the neck when I was 19 years old.
Throughout his career, Greg shared his expertise on sports nutrition and strength training with thousands of athletes worldwide, conducting seminars in Hawaii, Australia, Spain, England, Greece, Germany, and Russia. From a young age, he harbored a deep passion for sports, including football and weightlifting. It became apparent early on that
he possessed an extraordinary genetic gift for muscle development.
I feel like a little mouse against this, sitting up against this big elephant. He's huge.
Despite encountering obstacles such as injuries and setbacks, Kovac remained resilient and committed to the pursuit of bodybuilding.
One of the reasons I didn't really know how strong I was is because I trained in my basement by myself, so I had no real anything to compare it to. The same with my body weight. I never knew how big people were out there. Like within my first year, I went from 240 pounds to 300 pounds. And I guess that's outstanding, but I thought it was no big deal. My parents really didn't think much of it either because I just ate a lot of food in groups.
This dedication marked the beginning of a journey that would push the boundaries of human strength and size. Throughout his path, Kovac overcame challenges, continually aiming for greater achievements in strength and size. His relentless determination left an enduring impact on the landscape of bodybuilding. Greg Kovac embarked on his competitive bodybuilding journey in the 1990s, swiftly garnering acclaim for his immense stature and formidable strength. He participated in esteemed events like the Mr. Olympia, the Arnold Classic, and the IFBB Pro League, establishing himself as a dominant presence. On stage, Kovac commanded attention with his towering figure, defined by bulging muscles and a dense physique, asserting his status as a formidable contender. In 1996, Greg Kovac earned his IFBB Pro card, becoming known as the strongest bodybuilder by winning the Canadian National Championships. Despite facing challenges in subsequent competitions, such as the IFBB Night of Champions and the IFBB Ironman Pro Invitational in 1997 and 1998, where he finished 16th, Kovac remained undeterred. His journey continued with appearances at events like the 2001 IFBB Night of Champions, where he didn't place, and the 2004 Arnold Classic, where he finished 13th. In 2005, Kovac competed at the Toronto Pro Invitational, although he did not secure a placement. Despite varying outcomes, Kovac's dedication and perseverance left an indelible mark on the bodybuilding world. He followed an intense and grueling training routine that focused on heavy weightlifting.
When it comes to any special training secrets and things like that, I believe in training full range. Everything's full range. I really emphasize the negative and go to a full contraction, training in the maybe 6 to 8 rep range. Up till about a year ago, I used to only do half reps on certain exercises, but I found 4 reps are better. You develop the full muscle better that way.
Kovac gained renown for his extraordinary strength, demonstrating the capacity to hoist colossal weights that surpassed the capabilities of the average bodybuilder. Additionally, he embraced unconventional training methodologies like partial reps and static holds, which served to intensify muscular engagement and propel him beyond conventional limits. During his off-season, Greg consumed nearly 10,000 calories per day. However, when aiming to shed weight, he reduced his intake to around 8,000 calories daily. As he prepared for competitions or championships, his calorie intake further decreased to approximately 5,500 per day. To manage his calorie intake effectively, Greg divided his meals into 7 smaller portions throughout the day, spacing them out every 2 hours. During periods of weight gain, he emphasized a higher carbohydrate intake, Conversely, when preparing for competitions, Greg focused on burning calories and reducing his carbohydrate consumption. Greg retired from competitive bodybuilding in 2005 to establish his own business and coach aspiring athletes. Tragically, Kovac died on November 22, 2013, at approximately 9:50 p.m. in his Mississauga, Ontario condominium from heart failure. He is survived by his parents and 2 sisters. Kovac had no children. We have seen many giants in bodybuilding like Craig Kovac, and many more, but they die early. But there is one bodybuilder, a man who was once called Frankenstein, for being the biggest bodybuilder in the world. Whose heart was stopped just after the competition at the Arnold Classic in 1994. Everyone thought he was dead. Paul Dillet, a bodybuilding legend, was given the nickname Frankenstein, a punny name after Mary Shelley's titular monster. This is because of his monster-use muscle size, which made him one of the biggest bodybuilders in the history of the sport. Paul Dillet is a retired professional bodybuilder and entrepreneur from Montreal, Canada, and standing at 6'1" tall. Born on April 12, 1965, with their off-season weight recorded at 145 kilos and competition weight at 129 kilo. He's also the founder and the CEO of the world-renowned WBFF. Starting off his journey as a remarkable football player, Paul ventured into weight training in the late 1980s. During this period, he began sculpting a physique of greatness, leading to his nickname, Freak Einstein. He competed in the heavyweight category at the 1991 North American Championships, surprising fans by finishing second. Rather than being content with this achievement, Dillet remained driven to excel in the sport. The following year, he returned to the same competition and emerged as the overall champion, earning an FBB Pro card in the process. From then on, Dillet continued to progress steadily. His professional bodybuilding debut took place at the 1993 Arnold Classic, where he secured a 4th place finish. He followed this with another 4th place finish at the Ironman Pro Invitational. In his Olympia debut that same year, Dillet impressed many by placing within the top 7 and achieving a commendable 6th place. This marked the beginning of his successful career in professional bodybuilding. Despite reaching the pinnacle of the bodybuilding world, the mass monster nearly met his death after collapsing on stage at the 1994 Arnold Classic, requiring 4 officials to carry him off stage. During his presentation, Dillet found himself in serious trouble, experiencing severe dehydration.
It wasn't meant to be, and I came very close to losing my life. My heart stopped beating for a minute. It's too much calcium and no magnesium.
That led to his collapse and an emergency rush to the hospital.
My body literally cramped up from my legs, my feet, my calves, my quads, my stomach, my lower back, so it was going all the way up to the heart.
Doctors struggled to find a vein to administer treatment, attempting 4 times without success.
I woke up in the hospital, and once I was up, the doctors told me that, we had to revive you. We were legally dead for 1 minute.
Upon regaining consciousness, Dillet was shocked to learn that he had been unresponsive, not breathing for a full minute. Reflecting on the experience, he remarked, "I came very close to losing my life. It was that bad. My heart stopped beating for a minute, 1 whole minute." When he woke up in the hospital, doctors informed him that he had been legally dead for 1 minute. During this time, Dillet described a surreal experience of being in an open space with his dog, standing on glass in a blue expanse.
I don't think I was ever the same after that. I was in an open space and it just all looked blue, and it looked like it's almost like I was standing on glass, and my dog was probably about 30 feet away from me. And I kept calling her name to come to me. But she wouldn't come to me and I wouldn't go to her. I never forget this, it's always been in my head. I've told a lot of people about it. I said, after that, it's just never the same,
Everyone is terrified when they see a tall mega monster walking on stage. People are in terror when they see a muscle monster with popping veins all over his body. He was one of the biggest giants in the history of sport. He is no ordinary bodybuilder. His stage presence was scary. He is like a monster from a fiction movie created by a mad scientist. People and his fans call him Freak Einstein. He was one of the freakiest bodybuilders of all time. Paul Dillet is a legendary figure in the world of bodybuilding, known for his mass monster physique. His physique was so massive, he was even dubbed Freakenstein. He was a badass in terms of saying, I treat you the way you treat me. I don't care if you are white, black, Chinese, or whatever the hell you are. If you are a good person, you are a good person. If you are an asshole, you are an asshole. I judge people as individuals based on the character and how they treat me, not by the color of their skin. Paul Dillet, hailing from Montreal, Canada, is a retired professional bodybuilder who made his mark during the 1990s and 2000s, competing alongside renowned bodybuilding figures such as Ronnie Coleman, Dorian Yates, Sean Ray, and Flex Wheeler. He showcased his prowess on stage. Standing tall at 6 feet 1 inch and weighing between 295 to 310 pounds, Paul possesses an imposing physical stature.
I always just call him, instead of calling him Paul, I just call him Hey Monster, because he's just so huge, you know, his arms and everything.
Originally excelling in football, Paul ventured into weight training in the late 1980s, gradually sculpting a physique characterized by greatness. As a newcomer, an outsider to the bodybuilding scene, Paul faced the challenge of his unusually tall stature, standing at 6'1". Consequently, he had to diligently build substantial muscle mass to achieve the desired aesthetic for success in the professional realm. Competing in the heavyweight category at the 1991 North American Championships, Paul Dillet surprised fans by finishing second. While this achievement might have satisfied others, Dillet remained driven to excel further in the sport. Returning to the same event the following year, Dillet emerged as the overall champion, securing his IFBB Pro card. From this point onward, he relentlessly pursued progress and success. Dillet's debut year as an IFBB Pro bodybuilder was remarkable, instantly propelling him to stardom in the industry. His imposing physique, characterized by a massive frame, narrow waist, and bolder shoulders, earned him the nickname Freak Einstein, portraying him as a dominant force in the sport's future.
Well, you were here 2 years ago, you had a hard time on stage, you had to be carried off. You had problems with your posing in the past. How did you feel there today?
Oh, I feel great.
However, despite his rapid rise in the fitness modeling world, Dillet faced a life-threatening situation during the 1994 Arnold Classic competition, named after the renowned bodybuilder Arnold Schwarzenegger. While on stage presenting, he collapsed due to severe dehydration, necessitating an urgent trip to the hospital. At the hospital, Dillet's condition was critical, to the extent that doctors struggled to find a vein for injection, attempting 4 times without success. Upon regaining consciousness, Paul Dillet was stunned to learn that he had been unresponsive, essentially not breathing, for a full minute. During this period, he described experiencing a surreal moment of being in an expansive blue space with his dog nearby, standing on glass. Reflecting on the incident, Dillet expressed, "I didn't even know that I was gone. I just know I felt like I was in an open space and it looked blue." Following his collapse, Dillet was carried off stage by 4 officials. Remarkably, he continued to compete for another 2 decades. However, he now perceives the sport he once cherished as dead. Such a significant health scare inevitably had a profound impact on Dillet's long-term well-being and athletic performance. Despite making a full recovery in the ensuing months, he acknowledges that he could never reach his full potential.
You had an incident, right, where you collapsed on stage?
It's having too much calcium and no magnesium. Listening to someone who I shouldn't have listened to.
Wallowing his health scare, Paul Dillet took the entirety of 1995 off to prioritize his well-being. He made a strong comeback in 1996, securing a podium finish at the prestigious 1996 Arnold Classic and repeating this success with a 3rd-place finish at the 1996 Czech Republic Grand Prix. Reinvigorated by these back-to-back podium finishes, Dillet continued to compete until 2006, participating in a total of 29 pro bodybuilding shows and clinching victories in several of them. The pinnacle of Dillet's career occurred at the '99 Night of Champions, now known as the IFBB New York Pro, where he dominated the competition and emerged victorious. Additionally, he achieved top 5 finishes on the Olympia stage in 1996 and 1997. Dillet's final appearance at the Olympia came in 1999, where he finished 7th. Despite his enduring dedication, he was unable to qualify for the Olympia in the latter stages of his competitive career. His farewell to the professional bodybuilding stage was at the 2006 Montreal Pro, where he secured a 10th place finish. Although he ceased participating in pro shows thereafter, Dillet officially announced his retirement from the sport of bodybuilding in 2012. During his prime, Paul maintained a rigorous workout regimen, exercising twice daily. He focused on major muscle groups in the morning or around noon. His routine typically commenced at 8 a.m. with cardio, followed by his first meal. The first training session usually kicked off at approximately 12:30 p.m., followed by a substantial meal and a protein shake. After a rest period of 3-4 hours, he returned to the gym to train smaller muscle groups, concluding with an hour of cardio. This routine epitomized a typical day in Paul's life as a professional bodybuilder. Paul's weekly training plan deviated from the norm. He trained intensively for 4 consecutive days and then dedicated the 5th day to rest before repeating the cycle. Maintaining a simple diet was Paul's preference. As he put it, "I keep it very basic. Nothing fancy. Rice and chicken, and I throw in a couple of steaks in there. Everyone knows that I drink a lot. I'm a shake guy."
I've been steadily improving at every contest. Just keep putting on more size and also getting harder, better, more experience. The sky's the limit for me right now in terms of how big I can get. I'm not putting any barriers in how big I am going to get, so I'm just taking it one contest at a time.
Paul's story underscores the importance of hard work. By persevering through challenges like Paul did, individuals can aspire to achieve their life goals. There are very few bodybuilders in professional bodybuilding who are capable of lifting ultra-heavy weights. No one was stronger than him in his time, except King Ronnie Coleman. When he trains in the gym, everyone is scared of his energy and workout intensity. He has some serious traps in the industry that no one has. He built these traps by lifting insanely heavy weights. He lifts the weight like a bull. His heaviest bench press is 546 pounds. His heaviest squat is 828 pounds. And his greatest deadlift is 832 pounds. These are some serious lifts.
Dumbbell one-arm row also is one of my favorite exercises.
about me and my training is I've got to feel comfortable. I got to have a certain feel to really turn on and get that necessary power and anger, you know, out of me to lift a certain way, to lift a certain weight. The atmosphere of the gym is huge. You definitely feel different from place to place. You know, Metroflex, anytime I go into that, any time of the day, I feel like a giant. You know, I feel like I can lift anything I put my hands on. I walk into 24-hour fitness, walk into LA Fitness, somewhere like this.
Johnny Jackson, born on January 30th, 1971, in Hamilton, New Jersey, is renowned as both a powerlifter and an IFBB certified professional bodybuilder. Before pursuing bodybuilding, he served in the military and participated in both Operation Desert Storm and Desert Shield. Since 2004, Jackson has been a regular competitor in the Mr. Olympia competition. Due to his impressive size and powerlifting background, Jackson is often hailed as one of the strongest bodybuilders. In 2009, he claimed the title of Mr. Olympia's World's Strongest Professional Bodybuilder by benching 523 lbs, although this achievement was later surpassed. Jackson earned his IFBB Pro League status by emerging victorious in the NPC Nationals in 2001, making his professional debut at the GNC Show of Strength in 2002. He placed 10th. Despite not clinching top positions initially, his muscular physique, highlighted by prominent traps and a thick upper body weighing over 230 pounds, garnered considerable attention from fans and sponsors. In 2003, Jackson made his first appearance at the Mr. Olympia, securing the 11th position. Subsequently, after numerous competitive endeavors, he achieved his first professional victory in 2006 at the Montreal Pro Championships. And sheer brute power. Johnny effortlessly performed 10 reps of side laterals with 100-pound dumbbells. He claims to have completed 8 upright rows with 405 pounds, a weight most would not dare attempt once. In competition, he surpassed his previous 814-pound deadlift record 11 years later, at 41, with an official raw pull of 832 pounds. His best powerlifting total is 2,227, which includes a 540-pound bench press and an 826-pound squat. To further cement his prowess, he won the world's strongest bodybuilder title at the Olympia in 2009.
The intensity, the feeling, you know, the energy inside the gym, it definitely, you know, predicts a lot of how your your workout is going to end up being.
Reaching such heights requires a specific mindset. Much of Jackson's training discipline and life philosophy stem from his time in the armed forces, where he served in Desert Shield and Desert Storm. Jackson recommends adjusting macronutrient proportions based on individual preferences and observing the body's response. His personal diet is broadly divided into 50% protein, 40% carbohydrates, and 10% fats. While acknowledging that some individuals may gain weight more quickly with carbohydrates and fats, Jackson emphasizes their importance alongside protein for energy and muscle building. Jackson suggests customizing macronutrient proportions according to individual preferences and assessing the body's response. His personal diet typically consists of 50% protein, 40% carbohydrates, and 10% fats. While Jackson acknowledges that some individuals may have body types prone to faster weight gain with carbohydrates and fats, he emphasizes the importance of these nutrients, similar to protein, for energy and muscle building. Despite not achieving high placements in Mr. Olympia, Jackson excelled in numerous other competitions. Jackson surpassed nearly everyone in terms of longevity, even outlasting Warren. Year after year, as new professionals emerged and faded away, Jackson remained a constant presence. While he had only secured 2 professional titles before turning 40, he doubled that number afterward and competed in 38 contests. In 2017, at the age of 46, he participated in 6 competitions, more than any of the 13 individuals who placed ahead of him in Mr. Olympia. He emerged victorious twice, including at the Arnold Classic South Africa. Despite being ranked as the 14th best over 212 bodybuilder globally by Olympia judges, he ended his bodybuilding career with his best year, marked by 2 titles serving as a fitting conclusion to his remarkable journey.
In the dawn of cosmic creation, Lord Brahma sculpted galaxies, birthing a universe teeming with wonders, and forged the sun. From the cosmic dust, our solar system emerged, with Earth as its cherished jewel, cradling life's delicate dance. One day, with a divine spark, Brahma forged Ronnie Coleman. A mortal of unparalleled physique. In 1964, Ronnie was born in Louisiana.
A boy. 10 toes, 10 fingers, 2 strong lungs.
Ronnie's muscles, chiseled like cosmic marble, echoed Brahma's craftsmanship. Through sweat and iron, Ronnie transcended mortal limits, becoming a legend whose name echoed across time.
Ronnie Dean Coleman, the living legend, the greatest of all-time bodybuilders, the heaviest monster in Mr. Olympia ever walked, the strongest bodybuilder of all time, the man who can squat more than 800 pounds of iron plates, and many more accolades. This bodybuilding icon shocked the world in his prime and continues to do so despite enduring severe injuries. Despite facing tough times, he has overcome them with sheer willpower. Many doubted his ability to recover from his injuries, but he proved everyone wrong, showcasing not just physical strength, but also remarkable mental resilience. Ronnie works hard in his everyday life, continuing to hit the gym daily. He also collaborates with big names like Andrew Jacked, Andrew Dayu, and Jesse James, creating a plethora of funny and informative content.
Yeah, buddy! Good job. Yeah, buddy! It's not me. Woo. Yeah. Ready?
It's fucking... Come on, yeah, come on.
Where's Ronnie Coleman? He better be here. Where is he?
I'm ready to take off. Take off and flight in a second here. Put some nitrous on that wheelchair.
Ronnie, you're the reason. You are the reason for my abilities, my greatness. I owe everything to you because you pushed me to do everything on the Olympia stage and beyond. And you are a huge, huge inspiration. You are my idol. We spent a lot of great moments, Ronnie Coleman, the greatest bodybuilder of all time. But you've given so much to bodybuilding, and you are the greatest.
Today, Ronnie Coleman is in much better condition. He can walk without a stick for extended periods thanks to stem cell treatment. Ronnie Coleman's endorsement of Regimen's stem cell therapy has been a game changer in the health and fitness community. In an Instagram post, Coleman shared his remarkable journey with this cutting-edge treatment, emphasizing its transformative effects on his health and well-being. Dealing with persistent joint pain and mobility issues, common challenges for athletes and bodybuilders, Coleman found relief through stem cell therapy with Regimen. This treatment not only relieved his joint pain, but also restored his mobility, offering him a renewed sense of vitality. Since retiring from professional bodybuilding in 2007, Coleman has undergone over a dozen surgeries on his neck and back. While he has been making progress lately, there was a time when he relied on crutches for assistance with walking. He appears to attribute some of his recent improvement to this unique, still evolving treatment. Coleman expressed how the treatments had made
a tremendous positive impact. He informed the panel that pain is no longer a concern for him, indicating a significant improvement in his condition. The therapy has also had a positive effect on Ronnie Coleman's legs, and he is optimistic that it will reduce the numbness in his feet, ultimately enabling him to walk unaided again. I have to keep going though, that's the only thing. They have cut my pain medications in half. Despite the ongoing pain, Ronnie maintains a rigorous training schedule, working out 6 days a week, and regularly shares captivating workout content on his Instagram account. He also mentioned that he gained 30 pounds due to the treatment, noting that no surgeries since 2021 have helped him regain his lost muscle mass. It's evident that Ronnie Coleman's passion for the gym is unparalleled, ranking equally high in importance to him as food, water, and shelter. Once fearing he might never walk again, Ronnie can now walk with assistance, but he remains optimistic about regaining his ability to walk independently, reflecting his enduring resilience and determination. Ronnie Coleman is an absolute legend in the world of bodybuilding. His sheer dominance on the stage has inspired countless individuals to push their limits and achieve greatness. Even his fiercest competitor, the four-time Mr. Olympia Jay Cutler, openly admits to being a die-hard fan of Ronnie.
Here comes the enemy, Ronnie Coleman. This is the Ronnie Coleman right here. Go.
Jay Cutler!
Ready to do it again? Oh yeah.
So this is the guy that I fought.
Couple years.
8 years.
Running the show.
Me, Ronnie Coleman. The one and only.
It was almost like Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, Mr. Olympia. So when I won and knocked off the champ, which he was going for his record 9th, Mr. Olympia, he had already won 8. It was a huge monkey off my back.
Cutler credits Ronnie with not only motivating him, but also making him strive for excellence in every aspect of his training. That's the power of Ronnie Coleman, a force that elevates everyone around him to new heights of success and achievement.
Ronnie's been here winning the show for the past, how many years, Ronnie? 6 years. But this is my town, my home, my place.
Well, your home just been invaded like Iraq. The U.S. invaded Iraq. I'm invading your hometown, buddy.
Jay Cutler and Ronnie Coleman, two titans of bodybuilding, have always shared an extraordinary bond of mutual respect, even amidst their fierce competition. Their electrifying on-stage battles have left audiences worldwide in awe, gracing countless shows, events, and guest posing sessions. In a recent emotional highlight during his Lifetime Achievement Award acceptance speech, Cutler poured his heart out, paying tribute to his rival-turned-inspiration, Ronnie Coleman. Witnessing this touching moment, fans couldn't help but be moved by the profound admiration between the two legends. respect and camaraderie exemplify the true spirit of sportsmanship. Their dynamic partnership remains etched in the annals of bodybuilding history, solidifying their status as one of the most iconic duos to ever grace the sport. In a world where champions are forged in iron and greatness is measured in muscle, there emerges a figure unlike any other. Prepare to witness the epitome of power, precision, and pure muscle mastery. Enter the realm of greatness as we unveil the titan of iron, the colossus of conditioning. Born to dominate, none other than Francisco Paco Bautista. Paco emerged from the streets of Seville, Spain, with a fire in his heart and an unyielding determination to sculpt his body into a living monument of strength and symmetry. From humble beginnings to the grandest stages of bodybuilding glory, his journey is a testament to the relentless pursuit of perfection. Francisco Paco Bautista, born on March 12, 1971, hails from Barcelona, Spain, and is a retired IFBB pro bodybuilder, renowned for his dominance in the 1990s and 2000s era of bodybuilding. Notably, he made his mark on the illustrious stage of bodybuilding, Mr. Olympia, with 4 competitive appearances. Affectionately known as El Toro, Bautista stands at 5'7" inches, but possesses a formidable physique, weighing in at 269 pounds during competitions, with impressive measurements including 23-inch arms and a 53-inch chest. Even in the off-season, he maintains an imposing presence, tipping the scales at 286 pounds. His remarkable physical attributes include a 37.5-inch waist, 31-inch thighs, and 21-inch calves, reflecting his mastery of strength and muscle development. While he initially aspired to be a soccer player, Bautista's journey into bodybuilding began at the age of 16, when he started training in a gym in Barcelona. Within a few years, he was competing at a high level both nationally and across Europe. However, it was his victory in the World Amateur Heavyweight Championship in 1999 that propelled his career to new heights in the professional circuit. Among his notable achievements are victories in the Santa Susana Pro and 2 wins against world-class rivals in 2006 and 2007, solidifying his status as one of Spain's greatest athletes in bodybuilding history. In the years following, Paco Bautista left an indelible mark on the 2002 Grand Prix and made his debut in American bodybuilding with a commendable 3rd-place finish at the 2002 IFBB Night of Champions. His exceptional muscularity and impressive lower body immediately captured attention, propelling him to instant stardom in the USA. Throughout his illustrious career, Bautista competed in numerous prestigious bodybuilding competitions, securing victories in 2 pro shows, the 2006 and 2007 Santa Susana Pro. Additionally, he showcased his prowess on the Mr. Olympia stage,
His initial appearance at the Olympia occurred in 2002, where he placed 20th. He went on to compete at Mr. Olympia 3 more times, in 2006, 2007, and 2007. Bautista concluded his competitive bodybuilding journey with a 13th place finish at the 2013 Arnold Classic Brazil before retiring. During the pinnacle of his career, Francisco Bautista adhered to a rigorous training regimen, dedicating each of the 5 training days to specific muscle groups: chest, back, shoulders, arms, and legs. Additionally, he incorporated abdominal exercises into one of his weekly workouts, exemplifying his commitment to comprehensive physical development. Bautista's training regimen incorporated a mix of isolation and compound exercises using both free weights and machines. He adjusted his routine to align with his immediate and long-term goals, ensuring balanced attention to all muscle groups for comprehensive development. To maximize muscle and strength gains, the retired bodybuilder aimed to reach failure on most sets. He utilized advanced techniques such as supersets and drop sets to intensify training and push beyond failure. In terms of diet, Bautista adhered to a traditional bodybuilder's nutrition plan. He prioritized adequate protein intake with 6 daily meals and maintained a moderate to low consumption of carbohydrates and fats. As competition dates approached, Bautista gradually reduced calorie and carbohydrate intake to achieve a lean physique. While occasional indulgences in favorite foods occurred, they were infrequent as he remained dedicated to his bodybuilding diet without compromise. Paco primarily sourced his protein from lean options such as chicken breast, lean beef, fish, eggs, and whey protein powder. Complex carbohydrates like oats and sweet potatoes supplemented his diet, providing sustained energy for his intense workouts. Even at 53 years old, Paco maintains a daily gym routine, continuing to sculpt his physique and inspire generations of bodybuilders to pursue their aspirations and achieve unprecedented success. His enduring legacy serves as a beacon of motivation for those striving to reach new heights in the world of bodybuilding.
This guy actually was just incredible, especially in his, it's like a split out and thigh shots. The midsection was just unbelievable.
Whenever I think about abdominal muscles, I think about this thing.
In the realm of bodybuilding, one name is seldom heard but stands out as one of the greatest posers to ever walk the Mr. Olympia stage.
Look at the abdominal development that this guy has, man. His abs are just massively developed, extremely conditioned, and not only were his abs super well developed, but look at the arms on this guy, man. He had some pretty damn good biceps. He had some big freaky triceps too.
Thierry Pastel. His biceps were arguably even better than Arnold's, and his abs looked like they were sculpted from marble. When Thierry Pastel's name comes up in bodybuilding conversations, the focus inevitably shifts to his jaw-dropping abs and incredibly full arms. The French pro's abs, ranked among the best of all time, featured a sharp 8-pack with ridges so deep you could lose a quarter in them. Despite standing only 5'2", his arms were the size of a man's a half-foot taller and better shaped than many. Thierry Pastel is a retired professional bodybuilder from France. At 5'2", Pastel was one of the shorter competitors in the bodybuilding world, but he compensated with exceptional musculature, a great shoulder-to-waist ratio, and most notably, impressive arms. Throughout his career, Pastel competed in NABA, WABA and the IFBB Pro League, delivering memorable performances. Even his outstanding body parts couldn't overshadow Pastel's overall aesthetic excellence. An exceptional poser, he rarely struck conventional poses, instead opting for artistic flourishes in his stance, hand placement or torso angles, reflecting an artist more than an athlete. It is no surprise that Pastel was a protege of fellow Frenchman Serge Nubret, a master poser and paragon of aesthetic distinction. Although figures like Pastel and Nubret are rarely seen on bodybuilding stages these days, their photos continue to inspire generations of emerging muscle artisans. In terms of competition success, Pastel achieved notable results including 3 WABA World Championships, the European WABA title in 1987, and 3 participations in the IFBB Mr. Olympia, with his best placement being 8th in 1991. In 1992, he competed again, securing 10th place in the Mr. Olympia held in Helsinki, Finland, earning $5,000 in prize money. At that time, only the top 10 positions in the Olympia received prize money. In 1994, Thierry placed 14th in Olympia, interestingly ahead of Ronnie Coleman, who placed 15th that year. Thierry's workout routine primarily consisted of weightlifting exercises, commonly known as pumping iron. He focused on compound movements such as squats, deadlifts, and bench presses, which target multiple muscle groups simultaneously. Additionally, he incorporated isolation exercises to target specific muscles and enhance muscle definition. Thierry Pastel's arms were arguably the best part of his physique, and historically, very few bodybuilders' arms can compare to his. Pastel trained his arms with great intensity, focusing on high volume and moderate weights to achieve the best results, given that arms are a smaller muscle group.
lot of people would say, well, if he competed in the 212 today, he wouldn't be big enough. I just don't think he needs to put on any size. I don't think this guy should be any bigger. I think his physique, the way it was pretty damn good.
Thierry's dedication to his workout routine and diet was key to his impressive physique. While his approach may not be suitable for everyone, his commitment to fitness clearly paid off. He followed a strict meal timing routine, eating 5 to 6 small meals throughout the day, each consisting of a balanced ratio of macronutrients. He believed that eating small meals frequently kept his metabolism active and prevented overeating. Although figures like Pastel and Nubre are rarely seen on bodybuilding stages these days, their photos continue to inspire generations of emerging muscle artisans. Today, Thierry owns the Pastel Fitness Club. The man who shocked the industry.
The recipient of the 2017 iconic Standout Trophy. The 7-time Mr. Olympia, Phil Heath.
The bodybuilder who shocked the industry and the whole world with his dominance in bodybuilding and his incredible 7 consecutive Mr. Olympia wins, defeating some of the greatest physiques on the planet, is none other than the 7-time Mr. Olympia, Phil Heath.
You win the Arnold Classic, that's great. You win a New York Pro, that's cool. None of those matter. It's the Mr. Olympia or nothing.
First time Phil Heath had some competition that was wider, bigger, but not as sharp.
People online, oh, he's going to get dwarfed, because Randy, he's a walking shadow on these other competitors. No matter what happened from that day, I was tied with Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Oak, the Terminator, the man. I'm 7-time Mr. Olympia.
Similar to Arnold Schwarzenegger, Phil Heath has become a legendary figure in the world of bodybuilding, and deservedly so. Heath is a 7-time Mr. Olympia champion, sharing this record with the former California governor. In Breaking Olympia, the Phil Heath Story, Heath chronicles his struggle to overcome injury and solidify his place among the greatest bodybuilders in history. The documentary also details his ascent in the bodybuilding world under intense media scrutiny as he worked to establish his legacy.
Was sitting right up there, looking down, watching Ronnie Coleman go for his 8th Mr. Olympia title. Now, I was privileged enough to see that happen and actually become friends with him, being able to see his journey, and now it's time for me to do the same.
Phil Heath is one of the most accomplished and renowned bodybuilders of all time. Known as The Gift, he has won 7 Mr. Olympia titles during his career. However, his journey was not always smooth. Heath endured a difficult childhood, which instilled in him an unrelenting drive for success that propelled him throughout his career. Phil Heath was born on December 18, 1979, in Seattle, Washington. His interest in bodybuilding ignited during his teenage years, inspired by the legendary Flex Wheeler, which spurred him to start serious training.
Less than 10 people in the world have seen that photo. To me, that picture is priceless. That's the first time that I ever said, this is Phil Heath transitioning away from basketball.
Heath entered the bodybuilding competition scene in 2003, achieving his breakthrough victory at the 2006 Colorado Pro Championships. This win established Heath as a rising star in the sport. In 2008, Heath's career gained momentum when he placed 3rd in his debut Mr. Olympia competition. By 2011, he secured his first Mr. Olympia title by defeating reigning champion Jay Cutler. Heath continued his dominance, winning the prestigious title 7 consecutive times, a feat that tied the record set by Arnold Schwarzenegger and Ronnie Coleman. Unfortunately, Phil Heath's remarkable streak came to an end in 2018 when he unexpectedly lost his Mr. Olympia title. He placed 2nd in the competition, with Sean Roden taking the top spot.
Not only did he lose the title, he also didn't get number 8. I can imagine the mindset that he had, wondering what's next.
When he was up there, I saw the pain. He felt like he devastated us. He was broken.
I felt like I deserved to have to walk home because I felt like I let everybody down. I just didn't want to see anybody.
Every year they say you can't win shit, Phil. Every year some fucking moron says you can't win. Every year some critic says you can't win. Every year. And then 4 sundowns later they still talking. Taking everybody down.
Heath's training regimen is rigorous and meticulously designed to enhance size and symmetry. He dedicates 2 weekly sessions to each muscle group, employing heavy weights and high volume to maximize muscle stimulation. Additionally, Heath incorporates numerous isolation exercises to target specific muscle groups and enhance definition. Nutrition plays a crucial role in Heath's regimen. His diet is rich in protein and complex carbohydrates, providing fuel for intense training sessions and supporting muscle growth. Heath supplements his diet with protein powder, creatine, and BCAAs to aid in recovery and promote muscle mass development.
It's really to talk about in terms of weaknesses. Look at his delts, look at his arms. His back is ridiculous. I mean,
a whole year where everything you do, every rep, every meal, every sacrifice, it all leads up to one day.
I will not be stopped. I will not be stopped.
Phil Heath's 7 Mr. Olympia titles firmly establish him as one of the all-time greats in bodybuilding. His exceptional physique, unwavering work ethic, and commitment to the sport have positioned him as a role model for aspiring bodybuilders worldwide.
Get back to the stage after going through the adversity and the surgeries and a lot more personal things, demons that you have to face. Him getting up there and displaying a physique that was at that level, it's pretty damn amazing.
Despite encountering setbacks and overcoming injuries throughout his career, Heath consistently rebounded with greater resilience and determination. His ability to rise above challenges has been truly remarkable, serving as an inspiration to fans and fellow athletes alike. Phil Heath's unparalleled success in the bodybuilding arena underscores his relentless dedication, passion, and perseverance. His legacy as one of the sport's finest will endure, continuing to motivate future generations of bodybuilders.
I won every medal trophy that night. Putting my hands up like this, laughing because I'm thinking, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
One more thing, how much did you rely on diet versus how much you relied on training?
Oh, God, I think it's 50-50 because I train heavy and I train hard. And I also, I took an amount of protein to make sure that I got a lot of reps. So, you know, when you do these two things together, the results come out better. If you're training too much and not eating enough, and then training, you know, so everything kind of worked together, and I was happy with coming in and winning this show for the second time. No athlete has never ever done that in history.
Change the pace, change the attitude, different exercises, change everything.
I'm a high volume trainer and I'm a high intensity trainer, meaning basically, 20, 25 sets per body part, even the smaller muscle groups, and basically resting 45 to 55 seconds in between sets, which.
And ultimately, I'd like to get my full-blown 315 pounds off season where I'm pushing the heaviest weights. But, quite honestly, I backed off the weights the last few years because I want to just maintain a healthy body with, avoid injuries. You always have to believe that you can achieve something. I guess I'm proof of that because I'm basically the kid from small town USA that's made it to the top, and I've done it through consistency and hard work and making the smartest business good as I can. A lot of guys, when they get to the top, they start training heavier and heavier because, of course, you get stronger and stronger as your weight climbs and they get injured. So trying to be a smart bodybuilder at the same time be the best, which my whole goal is always I want to look my absolute best for me. Rather, I don't really care what other people think. There's a certain look that I'm trying to achieve. It's not necessarily being the biggest, hugest, ripped guy. It's an all-around look where you can still stay marketable and people actually look at your physique and they look at your look and they say, that's a great look, I'd like to look like that.
Come on, get on that. Come on. Push, man.
Just try to improve on conditioning and detail rather than getting much bigger because I don't really think I need The key is to keep as much tension as possible on.
I could show and prove that the last year wasn't a waste of time, especially for the lats, for the upper back, also for the lower back. And it cost me a lot of energy to do this because at the same time I had still to keep up with the other muscle groups. Tonight 280, last year was 270, but also in quality.
Nasser, Il, Samate.
Very essential and important to train as heavy as possible. A lot of people ask me, what does it mean heavy? Heavy means training in the rep range between 6 and let's say 8 reps per set. In general, when it comes to the upper body, I would say 6-8 reps are pretty heavy. To have a good training partner, it's always important to have the same goals. If he would have a different goal than I would have, then it would be kind of different. I would say it would be bad for me. But I like to play as high as possible in the winter, so he does as well. So that's a good combination.
This year, I wanted to bring in a total different package. I want to do something totally different. I want to be a totally different bodybuilder. So I just started, even with the diet and everything, I started like January the 1st. I started eating clean.
Saying I have when I'm working out, and of course, yeah, I'm joking around, and when I say it, it's all everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but nobody want to lift no heavy ass weight, and that's true.
So working out, working out hard, started trying to get in the mode of content preparation way back in January. My life hadn't changed a whole lot. I'm still working full time with the police department. I work 3 to 11. I'm still traveling all over the world, doing guest appearances, here and there. The best advice I like to give is just to, get with somebody that knows how to do all that stuff, because along the years and through the years, the more people that I came across, the more knowledge I got, the better I became. So
You got to work harder in the gym than what you're doing all day. I worked harder just in that hour than I did the whole 8-10 hours of my shift at the police department.
Baby. It's so. 800 for 2 reps. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce the greatest bodybuilder on the planet, the recipient of the 2017 iconic Sandow Trophy.
In the gym, that's when I went to a different place and I just said, I'm gonna become the fucking dream killer. Thought, even on Friday night, that I'm easily gonna win this show.
The 7-time Mr. Olympia, Phil the Gift Heath.
The mindset of Phil Heath is on a different level. He is the kind of a guy who wants that Sandow trophy more than anybody in the competition.
He's on his way to just continue to destroy, take title after title. I was like, oh no, I'll show you motherfuckers. Like, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna train twice a day. I'm gonna do cardio twice a day. I wanted to ruin their fucking dreams. I wanted to basically beat them until they stopped screaming. That was me.
He wants it at any cost, no matter what. He trains like a beast.
5,000! Yeah!
He eats like a pro nutritionist. He plans his competition prep like a professor. He is the king, who just born to rule.
Look at Dorian's calves, like, wow, massive, right? So I gotta make sure, if I need a back, Dorian Gates, Ronnie Coleman.
Come on, Bill!
That's what he did in Mr. Olympia 2011 to 2017. He conquered the show every time he came.
His 6-time Mr. Olympia,
there it is,
Phil the Gift.
Phil has great work ethics, great planner as a competitor, who knows everything about competition and how to win it, which muscles should be trained, and how much that muscle is needed. He made every muscle on his body like it's popping out of the frame. He is so intelligent. You can say he is fucking engineer of bodybuilding, Nad. He has dominated Mr. Olympia. When it comes to training, he does not just train hard, but smart too, with his coach, Hani Rambod. Rambod's FST7 system involves performing 7 sets of 10 to 12 reps, with only 30 seconds of rest between sets. This technique stretches the deep muscle fascia, a tough connective tissue surrounding the muscle, allowing for more room for muscle growth. Using this method with isolation exercises helps better target specific muscles, FST7 typically includes 1 or 2 exercises at the end of a workout.
2. That's it.
Where 7 sets are done back to back, focusing on achieving maximum muscle burnout. While Heath didn't apply this to every exercise, it became a staple in his training routine. His overall approach leaned towards high rep, high volume workouts. Heath has mentioned that he wasn't big on heavy squats, maxing out at 495 pounds for 8 to 10 reps during his training sessions. For deadlifts, Phil Heath often opted for the stiff-legged variation with dumbbells, focusing on high reps rather than the traditional barbell deadlift during his Olympia prep. When it came to arms, his training included incline dumbbell curls with 70-pound weights and tri-sets of triceps pushdowns for 10 reps, progressing from 110 pounds to 120 pounds, and finally to 130 pounds. Heath, a 7-time Mr. Olympia, was undoubtedly strong, but he consistently emphasized that his primary goal was bodybuilding, not pure strength. For him, heavy weights were a means to build bigger muscles, not the ultimate goal. Had he pursued strength as his main focus, his numbers likely would have been even higher. Even so, Heath's strength still compares favorably with other Olympia champions. Aside from Ronnie Coleman, his 505-pound bench press is close to the figures reported by Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jay Cutler, who maxed out at 525 and 550 pounds respectively. In squats, Heath's estimated max of 614 pounds isn't far off from Franco Columbu's 655-pound 1-rep max. Phil Heath's victory at the 2011 Mr. Olympia marked the beginning of an impressive winning streak that extended until 2018.
Sometimes it's not about the battle, it's about the war, and the war is to become Mr. Olympia. So, I knew that I needed more gym time.
The 7-time Mr. Olympia, Phil the Gift.
I have to thank Jay.
He's really stepped up and became not just the fan that he was. He's now living, I believe, what is his dream. And now he sees as his future.
He told me, that I had great potential. I thought he was full of it, but he believed. And, I'm just very happy that I had, and I still have, a best friend in Jay. So I have to say thank you.
Born in Seattle and raised in Rainier Valley, Heath began his bodybuilding journey after supporting friends who competed in amateur bodybuilding events. He made his Mr. Olympia debut in 2008 and went on to defeat Jay Cutler to claim the 2011 title. From 2012 to 2014, Heath had a heated rivalry with Kai Green, with Heath coming out on top all 3 years, securing first place while Green took second. In 2017, Heath won his 7th consecutive Mr. Olympia title, tying Arnold Schwarzenegger for the second most wins in the competition's history. Nicknamed The Gift, Heath also founded his own fitness apparel company, Gifted Athletics. His meticulous approach to nutrition includes eating every 3 to 4 hours, carefully weighing his food, and consuming 10 ounces of lean protein and 75 grams of carbohydrates per meal. Phil Heath incorporates branch-chain amino acids BCAAAS into his routine to prevent muscle fatigue and promote protein synthesis throughout the day. He also takes glutamine to prevent muscle loss and a pre-workout supplement with nitric oxide, which increases blood flow and shuttles nutrients to his muscles. Immediately after his workouts, Heath consumes a protein shake with 75 grams of whey protein isolate. Widely regarded as one of the greatest bodybuilders in history, Heath, born in Seattle and raised in Rainier Valley, is a 7-time Mr. Olympia champion. He claimed the title every year from 2011 to 2017 and finished second in both 2010 and 2018. A legendary bodybuilder, Eddie Robinson. A powerhouse in the world of bodybuilding and powerlifting. Eddie dominated the stage with jaw-dropping strength and an unstoppable physique that set new standards for greatness. From crushing world records to winning major titles like Mr. USA and Mr. America, Eddie's relentless drive, explosive workouts, and fierce determination made him an icon in the sport. He's not just a champion, he's a force of nature, an inspiration, and a true master of muscle. Eddie Robinson is an IFBB professional bodybuilder and powerlifter born and raised in Ohio, USA. His fitness journey began at an early age, turning to sports such as boxing, American football, and other competitive sports.
How did you decide on bodybuilding when you had so many options?
It's just to take something out on the weight, just to see what you can handle, and just to feel. When you get underneath something and just to see what you can do to prove to yourself, I captured a world record in '84 in the bench press, which was a 610 to 575. I did in Tampa. It was an unofficial world record, but it's something I did, which is cheap.
He began building a reputation as a talented American football player in his youth, but family difficulties soon caused his sports career to come to a halt. As a result, Eddie had to leave American football behind. During this period, his family faced financial hardships, and Eddie was compelled to start working at a young age to support them through tough times. Despite his challenging childhood, Eddie ultimately found success as a powerlifter and bodybuilder, allowing him to move forward in his fitness journey. Eddie Robinson was born on September 22, 1964, in Akron, Ohio, USA. With consistent hard work, his family managed to overcome their financial struggles, freeing Eddie to once again pursue his dreams. This time, he chose to follow his passion for lifting, turning it into a career as a powerlifter. He quickly rose through the ranks in the powerlifting circuit and began dominating the regional scene.
You know, I like, see, my problem is I like heavy weight. I mean, when you get underneath, 600 pounds on the bench or those, 140s, 150s, just listen to the bones popping, as you're doing your reps. The feeling is unbelievable. That's my biggest thrill.
Robinson made his powerlifting debut at the 1982 Mr. Largo competition, where he claimed a decisive victory. Throughout his career, Eddie set 2 world records in powerlifting. His first, a 575-pound bench press, came at the 1985 Buckeye Strongman competition. He then broke another record with a 610-pound bench press at the 1986 Florida State bench press Rick Poston.
You must come from a very strong family to be able to hoist weights around like that.
Not strong, is my family's the heritage, just the background of my family. Got a lot of German in me, and my mother's shoulders are about this wide, She'll come in with 4 bags of groceries in each finger, which it is like it was the genetics,
While building his strength for American football and powerlifting, Eddie Robinson also developed a massive and impressive physique as a natural byproduct. He made his bodybuilding debut at the 1986 NPC Junior Teen National Championships, where he won in the heavyweight category and took the overall title. After competing in several bodybuilding events, Robinson earned his IFBB Pro card by winning the overall title at the 1989 USA Championships. Throughout the 1990s, he participated in numerous professional competitions, including prestigious events like the Arnold Classic, Ironman Pro Invitational, and Mr. Olympia.
Today I weighed in about 221, 222, and I feel a lot better and a lot harder and fuller than usual.
If you had your choice of any body weight in the world, which weight would you like to compete at?
I'd like to be light heavy. Really? I like, see, my problem is I like heavy weight.
He continued to compete until the 1999 Toronto Pro Invitational, where he finished in 8th place.
At 220, I was ripped. They said, yeah. They dropped me down lower. We're going to get you in light heavy. I knew I couldn't do it. I told them, but I agreed to do it their way. They were paying me, and I made the agreement. I got half before the show, and I got the rest of it after the show to make sure I got there.
Following this event, he decided to step away from the stage. In 2002, Eddie officially retired from professional bodybuilding, though he made it clear that his journey in fitness was far from over. During his powerlifting days, Eddie Robinson trained with minimal equipment, adhering to what he called the ball-to-the-wall training principle. He claims to have never used lifting straps, bands, or any other equipment to assist with his lifts. His approach was methodical, ensuring that he worked all muscle groups at least once a week, with a focus on both compound and isolation movements. He also paid careful attention to working muscles from different angles and positions to achieve complete development. Robinson's bodybuilding diet was significantly different from his powerlifting diet. While he followed a strict diet during his powerlifting days, he had more flexibility to include carbohydrates and fats. In contrast, his bodybuilding diet focused primarily on consuming high-quality proteins. He considered dieting the most challenging aspect of his bodybuilding career. From Eddie Robinson, we learn that success doesn't come easily. It requires hard work, determination, and the resilience to overcome obstacles along the way.
You know, people do that shit with their abs all the time, you know, but what about right there?
You're stupid.
Why am I stupid?
Because.
Why? Because I look like this?
Because you look like this and you don't do shit.
Yeah.
And that's from one workout with us together.
Phil the Gift. Heath shocked the industry with his remarkable 7 consecutive Mr. Olympia wins.
The 7-time Mr. Olympia, Phil the Gift Heath.
Has spoken from the mouth of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Even after 7 years since his last win at the 2017 Mr. Olympia, Phil is still a gigantic bodybuilder. It seems that if he were to compete today, he would still place in the top 5 even though he is turning 45 this year. He was trained by Hani Rambod and won his first title by defeating his friend, 4-time Mr. Olympia Jay Cutler. Phil faced many rivalries in his career, with the most famous being against Kai Green and Sean Roden.
This year, Phil is the 7th time was talented for a reason, and I've trained my ass off this year. The attitude of I have nothing to lose, and Phil is the current Mr. Olympia 2017. If I didn't do my homework, I shouldn't be up here. There's one person on the stage that didn't train to be number 1 in 2018, they should not be on this stage.
In 2014, Kai and Phil nearly clashed on stage. Kai Green is also a well-known bodybuilder in the history of the sport. In 2014, he ignited a small conflict before the Olympia.
People said, today is a new day. Tomorrow is a new day. And it's going to be beautiful. The future is upon us. The past is over.
3, it's all over from the rear. And that's just it. That's how it's going to be.
By 40 pounds, does that put you in a 285 range?
How's that feel, though? Did you hear it? Are you thinking about it?
I can't beat you on stage.
2011, 2012, and 2013.
That's the past, brother.
Which escalated into a near hand-to-hand confrontation on stage. After losing to Phil multiple times at the Olympia, Kai eventually retired from competition. It's been a long time since, and both are happy in their lives now. Phil regularly posts his physique and training videos on social media, and he still looks enormous.
This man, the greatest trainer, Ronnie Rambod.
I appreciate you,
much. We had a great time. Greater times are ahead of us.
many of his fans are asking him to return to the stage for an 8th title.
Last Friday, I announced my decision to come back to the Mr. Olympia stage, and the response was just, it was incredible, guys. I just want to say thank you. People ask, like, so what's your why? Why come back? And I simply was able to answer that saying, there's just some freaking unfinished business to take care of, and I obviously felt that in my soul, and that's why I came back.
Phil did attempt to come back in 2019 after hernia surgery, but failed to claim his 8th title.
Absolutely. I mean, when I decided to come back, I wouldn't be back here unless if I was able to do what I do, and that is bring the freaking pain on stage. So you can do your absolute best on stage. You have to reduce all the noise so then you can focus on your energy. And that's all I did over the past however many years when I didn't go on stage. But I knew when I get back there, I'm gonna be a different person. That different person is dangerous. I think everybody's waiting to see what's gonna happen.
We don't know exactly when or if he will return to the stage, but I'm pretty sure he will make one last appearance at the Mr. Olympia. Recently, a documentary titled Breaking Olympia, The Phil Heath Story, was made about his life, where he discussed his transition from football player to bodybuilder, his victories over Jay Cutler, his final win by defeating Big Remy, and losing his title to Shawn Rhoden. In his recent social media posts, his physique still resembles that of a bodybuilder in the off-season. His muscles are popping, his legs and quads are still insane, and his arms are huge. What else is he missing? I think nothing. If he comes in at 100%, he will still be a danger to many athletes. Just think about it. He's not even preparing for competition and still has that look and size. If he starts preparing for competition, I can't say for sure that he will win. But if he returns, many bodybuilders will likely lose their spot in the rankings. I'm telling you, he is dangerous. Well, that's my opinion. What's yours? Let me know in the comments section.